Hey guys, Mobile Geezer, and I'm back to give you as much as I know about the Samsung Galaxy S23 that's coming out, as I told you before, on February 1st. So I thought I'd just jump on and tell you guys everything that I know about it.
Let's do this!
And I have found one article by Phone Arena, which pretty much tells you everything you need to know about all the Galaxy S23. So let's go to that. This might be a little bit long, I guess, but I just wanted to give you guys all the information that I know about the Samsung Galaxy S23 coming up. And normally I would change this to reader view, but I found when I change it to reader view, it changes the story somewhat and doesn't show everything that I want to show. So I'm just going to leave it in normal view. So this was updated this morning, so it should be pretty up to date. Samsung Galaxy S23 release date, price, features, and news by Daniel Petrov. So here's the picture. The February 1st Unpacked event, when Samsung will unveil the Galaxy S23 series, is almost here, and the S23 line pre-order reservations are live with a $50 discount for one device like for their predecessors, or $100 for two together with an upcoming Galaxy Book 3 device. And I told you about that in the video the other day. On top of the free gifts and trade-in bonuses to be had once the phones are announced. So we don't know what those are going to be. For me, I'm going to try trading in my S22 Plus and see if that allows me to afford the S23 Ultra. That's what I'm shooting for. Not guaranteeing that I'm going to get it, but that is the plan. The latest news around the Galaxy S23 Ultra is its 200 megapixel Samsung ISOCELL HP2 sensor that Samsung finally made official, as well as the S23 Ultra price that may be $50 higher. And as far as we can all tell, it's going to be $50 more than last year, but you'll see that as we go along. Now, that may be okay, but I'll let you know what I mean in a few minutes. The phone will also have greatly improved audio capabilities, both on the recording and on the playback side, with stereo speakers that offer deeper bass than typical for a phone. Due to the improved image stabilization and the super QPD tech on the new 200 megapixel sensor, focusing would reportedly no longer be a problem too, and Samsung indeed teases enhanced camera abilities in the S23 Unpacked event teaser. And I showed you that the other day. You can go on Phone Arena and see this for yourself and play these videos if you want. In the meantime, press images for all of the Samsung Galaxy S23 Ultra Colors have leaked out, and they show how the botanic green, misty lilac, phantom black, and cotton flower hues will look on the Samsung's 2023 flagship. And we can go down here and check that out. And there's misty green. There's the, botanic green, misty lilac, phantom black, and cotton flower. They're calling that a color, okay? So, also a base 256 gigabyte amount for the cheapest S23 Ultra Galaxy S23 Plus or S23 seems to be finally happening. Plus, the S23, S23 Plus may finally get 512 gigabyte models. That's interesting. Available from Samsung directly. and that's what I'll be ordering mine from, more than likely. After opening the pre-order reservation, Samsung went light on Galaxy S22 series deals, as we are mere weeks away from the Galaxy S23 deals and pre-order bonuses that will be unveiled on February 1st. Here are all exciting changes to look forward to with the Galaxy S23 series that will certainly top the best Samsung phones roundups. And I'm not going to read this entire article, but I'm probably going to read a lot. So, latest Galaxy S23 news leaks. A number of recent rumors have started to shape up our expectations about the uniform rear design of the S23 series, the exclusive Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 processing power, and other specs like the wild 200 megapixel main camera resolution on the true flagship. Release date to expect, and you can see for the S23, February 1st, that's the announcement. The actual release, they're saying, for the S23 Ultra, at least, will be February 17th. I guess that's for the entire series. So you're talking 2 weeks and 2 days, I think. Yeah. So this will be February 1st on a Wednesday. This would be February 17th, I believe, on a Friday. The Galaxy S23 phones may be released on February 17th, 2023, according to the latest rumors, which pegged their unpacked event announcement for Wednesday, February 1st, which seems to be the general consensus for now. It is typical of Samsung to release its Galaxy S series before the yearly Mobile World Congress Expo opens to the public, while the Galaxy S23, 23 Plus, and 23 Ultra pre-order reservations should start before the announcement date, with extra freebies to be had then. And I believe the Mobile World Congress officially starts on February 28th, I believe. So they're up ahead of that, and that is normal for Samsung. And you can see the prices to expect. Ultra, $1249, so there's your $50 increase over last year. And S23 Plus, $999, same as last year, and S23, $799, same as last year. The leaked Galaxy S23 line price translates to $1249.99 for your S23 Ultra, but the S23 and S23 Plus and S23 Ultra prices will likely remain unchanged in the US. I don't know why they say Ultra, because we know Ultra is $50 more, so that's confusing to me. For the 22 Ultra, Samsung tucked the S Pen into the phone's back and put on a better screen. That's last year, but still charged the same. So we'll keep our hopes high for the $799 Galaxy S23 starting price, $999 tag for the S23 Plus, and the $1249 Galaxy S23 Ultra price spot for the base storage version. So don't know about the S Pen. And this makes sense. This is actually a sweet deal, given that the 128 gigabyte models may only be limited to a very few countries, and most of the world, US included, is likely to get a 256 gigabyte starting storage for the price of last year's 128 gigabytes. So we may be paying $50 more, but rather than 128 gigabytes, we might be getting 256 gigabytes. And to me, that's probably worth the extra $50 right there. Just my opinion. So let's go down a little more. Galaxy S23 Ultra versus Galaxy S23 Plus versus S23 Specs. So here's your spec list. And this was one reason I couldn't put it into review, because this got all messed up when I tried to show that there. Ultra, 6.8 inch, 3080 by 1440, plus 6.6 inch, 2340 by 1080, and 23 6.1 inch, 2340 by 1080. The dimensions, not much difference here. Main camera, S23 Ultra, the big difference, the 200 megapixel ISOCELL HP2 sensor. And of course, it does have OIS, dual PDAF, and this has PDAF and PDAF on both the Plus and the 23, but not dual PDAF. Telephoto camera, same here, But telephoto camera 2, only the Ultra has that. The other two does not have that. Ultra wide looks pretty much the same across the board. Selfie camera, 12 megapixel on the S23 Ultra, 10 megapixel on the other two. Snapdragon 8 Gen 2, 12 gigabytes of RAM on the Ultra, 8 gigabytes of RAM on the other two. Battery wise, this is a difference. 5,000 milliamps for the 23 Ultra, 4,700 for the Plus, and 3,900 for the regular. So definitely want to show you guys that. Camera, the biggest hardware upgrade will arrive with the S23 series. Is expected to be Samsung's new 200 megapixel ISOCELL HP2, which I've already told you about that, and it tells you all about that here. And there's a video you can click on if you go to the story. Sensor uses advanced pixel binning technology called Tetra 2 Pixel. This allows the sensor to change pixel sizes depending on the amount of light in the environment under low light conditions. The sensor captures 50 megapixel inches as 1.2 or 12.5 images at 2.4 in pixel binning. So it's supposed to be much better low light, and also it's supposed to be a quicker sensor, I do believe. Samsung's new dual vertical transfer gate technology will enhance color reproduction and reduce overexposure. As a result, you'll see fewer washed out photographs snapped under bright lighting conditions. That would be great. Focusing in low light environments will be vastly improved thanks to the HP2 Super QPD feature, which uses all of the sensor's 200 megapixels as focusing agent. So should be better. So you drop down here, S23 Ultra camera samples, and this is supposedly the 23 Ultra versus the 22 Ultra, and in extreme low light, and you can see this is 22, 23 looks much clearer and sharper. So let's hope that's true. And S23 Ultra versus S22 Ultra versus Pixel 7 low light. So you got S23 Ultra here, S22 Ultra here. Not a whole lot of difference here, but if we go over to the Pixel 7, yeah, big difference, quite a large difference. Look at that. So if it's that much better than the Pixel 7, I'll be down with that, which of course I have the Pixel 7, which I'm very happy with. But I've said all along, I thought the Samsung cameras were the best between the Pixels and the iPhones and Samsungs. So, and I think this is proving me right. Okay, there's more to read here. And of course, your S23 Ultra 8K video recording mode. This is from last year's comparison. And you've got Ultra storage, 256, S22 from last year. So I think that's about all I'm going to show you guys for today, but I just wanted to let you know that there's quite a bit of information, especially on this Phone Arena article, and I want you guys to know as much as I know. So it looks like we'll be seeing it on February 1st, and we'll be actually getting, or some people will be getting it starting February 17th. So just wanted to make sure I showed you guys that stuff. And I'm kind of excited, as you can probably tell. And I'm hopefully getting the S23 Ultra this year. I only went to the 22 Plus last year. So, and I do not have my S22 with me today. As you know, I change phones based on what watch I have. Today I am wearing my Apple Watch SE. So of course I have my iPhone 14 Pro Max, and for one of my secondaries I used my Pixel 6 Pro. So those are the two phones I have with me today based on my watch as usual. So just wanted to give you guys an update on the S23 and let you know as much as I know. And as always, comments are welcome. Thanks for watching. And let's keep in mind, we all do better when we love each other. Yeah.